Hello. Let me get this all set up. Oh, I have nice coronavirus hair, lockdown hair. Haven't been to the barber in a while. Okay, so we are building a nice geo banner service. This is part 4. So I've approximately spent about 4 hours on it. 3 hours on it, sorry. This will be the 4th hour. On my existing site, purelyfunctional.tv, if you visit the site from somewhere that has a coupon that I'm offering, so let's say you're in Zimbabwe, and I offer a coupon to people from Zimbabwe, you will get a banner across the top that says, hey, I see you're from Zimbabwe. If you want to get a discount, you can get so many % off. And just use this coupon code when you check out. Okay, and that gives me the ability to offer a discounted price to people where my products might be expensive, but not offer it where it's like a reasonable price. And a lot of people really appreciate this. You know, the cost of living is different. In the US, it's actually kind of high. And so I do a basic, I don't want to explain exactly how I calculate those discounts, but I try to make it so that the discount feels right for the country. Okay. So what I'm doing now is, because I'm moving platforms to a hosted course platform, because I sell courses. That platform does not have this feature. I coded the feature myself on my old platform, and now I know exactly what I want it to do, so it's just a matter of coding it so that I can use it from this existing platform, Podia. And so my idea is I should be able to just insert some JavaScript, just like I would insert like a Google Analytics code. I would just put that right on the page, and boom, there'll be, you know, some back end where all the coupon data is stored. And this will just serve up, you know, a banner that shows you, here's the Zimbabwe flag, here's your discount code, and, you know, lets you close it and stuff like that. Right, so I've already built that out. Like, the functionality is basically there, but I want to put it on its own, in its own project and its own server. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's probably going to be kind of boring, but you know, if you want to watch, you're welcome to. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to do, oh, I always forget how to do that. Create next project, geo banner. I did a Google search for geo banner. Wait a second. That should already be there. Is that how you do it? What is it called? Create next app. Oh, goodness. Told you it would be boring. All right, so now I can go into there, geo banner, and npm run dev. All right, so I'm going to be doing a lot of copy pasting right now, and this is just for right now. I'm just getting it working for me and as simply as possible. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff like hard coding into the files, the coupon codes and stuff. Eventually I'd want to have that in a database so I could change it, and other users could change it, not have to redeploy every time. But I don't mind redeploying. It's actually kind of easy, so I'm not going to do that. And I think that's one of the advantages of hosting a service for yourself is you don't have to support a million use cases like having a login and having permissions and having a database and all that stuff. You can just hard code it and it'll just work. I bumped up the font size. Oh man, I lost my tab that had my live streaming. Where is it? Here it is. So, I've got one person watching. Listen, if you can't see it, just let me know in the chat. But I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. So I need to make a new window. I'm also just learning this thing. I'm getting pretty good with VS Code. Oh, it needs to update. Sorry, folks. I'm gonna update. Oh, you're gonna see my apps open. That's fine. It's not gonna hurt anything. Okay. Let's open a folder. I just created this new project over there. GeoBanner. Let's open that. Now, luckily, because it's just serving the API stuff, I'm not even gonna look at the home page. It'll probably be wrong. And I thought, oh, I could put it on buy a domain and put it on there. I can do that later, right? Right now, all I care about is getting it working. And so I'm just gonna use the domain that Vercel defaults to. It's gonna be something like geobanner.vercel.app or something like that. Let's get all this out the way. I don't need that right now. What I do need is this stuff that I've already developed over here. So I'm gonna go into here, into API, and we're gonna need a GeoBanner page or directory. This should be a directory, hold on. GeoBanner. And then it is going to have a directory underneath called account. And then it is going to have not a file called banner. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't see what I'm doing because I haven't put the screen on. Boom. Boom. Now you can see it. Sorry about that. That was dumb of me. That was just my camera showing. Yep. What I was asking is if the font was big enough, but you couldn't see the font. Okay. But there it is. There it is now. So let me just review real quick. I just created this new project here, and I'm running npm run dev, so everything's working. And now I'm copy pasting from my from this GeoBanner page or this project where it's kind of like my Scratch project where I'm building everything out, testing it, and now I'm putting it into its own project so it can run on its own Vercel, hosted serverless server on its own domain, and it should just work. So I'm getting all of this over here, and I'm just copy pasting it. I probably need something. Oh, right. I'm gonna need to look at the project.js so I can install some stuff. Sorry, project.json is what it. Package.json. I know I need the Geolite 2. Yes, I use it there. So let's make a new tab here. npm install Geolite 2. Uh-oh. Oh, I need my license key. That is true. Hold on a sec. I think I put it in here. No, I didn't. Oh man. Okay. Did that add it to the project JSON, the package JSON though? Because I don't really need it yet. I'll just go get it. I'm just gonna log in and get it. Just a moment. All right, so look, I'm going to do this on the side so you can't see. Then should be okay. What is it called again? Geolite 2. Geolite 2. Okay, I got it. It works now. Okay, I got that. I wonder if that's enough to get this working. I need a page to put it on. So I'm gonna go to index, and where's my index over here? See, I've got this big script. It's too big, but for right now, it's fine. And I'm gonna put it down here inside this div. Okay, so that means I should be able to go here. Here, let's, how do I arrange these? I'll just do this. Okay, localhost 3000. This is gonna be the basic welcome to Next.js. And I should see, yes, just wanna make sure that that script is there. Come on. There we go. Okay, the script is there. And then is it making that request? Yes, it's got a 404 to GeoBanner, of course, because I'm using the wrong URL. So this should be GeoBanner. I'm gonna have to change the script in a second, but it should be GeoBanner /1/1. Notice I got account and banner. I'm just gonna hard code it for now, but eventually the account is gonna be the account that owns the banner information, and then there'll be multiple banners per account. So I have both of those there. Okay, now it's a 500 server error, which is progress. Resolver is not a function. It's not very helpful. So I'm resolver say? What is request IP? Oh, I don't have that installed. Let's try it again. Same problem. Yes. I don't see it giving me any useful information that can help me pinpoint my issue. Not running exec. I'm just gonna get this out. Boom. Not using FS, but I will soon, so I'm gonna leave that. I've got Geolite 2. I've got, oh, I need MaxMind. Of course. npm install MaxMind. Okay, now we still have a problem. Resolver is not a function. So I'm gonna restart because I'm just worried that I've just installed some new packages. Huh. Resolver is not a function again. I thought this would be the easy part. The request is geobanner11. I've got this function as my default export. Well, let's see if it even gets here. Okay, it gets to the first line. It doesn't open on that. So a little bit of print line debugging. Okay, it's not getting there. So I'm looking up the IP, and the get IP, I've got it set up so that it's going to return my IP address. Otherwise, it's going to be, so if it's on an AWS Lambda, then I'm going to actually get the real IP address. I just want to see what it's doing here. And then this one, I should console this too. What is it doing? Maybe it worked. It's not running it anymore. Let me see. Curl local host. Sorry, 3000 API banner. The API geo banner 1. It's not 3001. It's 3000. Okay, it worked. And we should see, yes, United States. That's the flag. I haven't copied those over yet. Let's do that now. Okay. Let's get this open here. The public. Really quick and dirty. Boom. Move the flags over. So now this should work. There we go. Got a flag. All right. So this is now all hard coded. I've got one coupon for the US. I've got a default banner, which is like if there's no coupon, I really do nothing. I just console log. Right, I could even get rid of that and just make this an empty JavaScript thing. Just for making it more robust. No, let's get it deployed first. Let's get this deployed and stop making changes. Let me see it working. I've got to add all these flags. Oof, it's a lot of flags. So let's call this ready to deploy. Should have added the flags in a separate commit, but I'm lazy. All right, we need to make a GitHub repo. Doing that over here. New repo. You can't see it. It's going to be private. Now in here, I'm going to do that. Pushing to it. Right, and I'll go to Vercel. I think this will be safe to put on video. I'm going to do a new project. I need to change my GitHub stuff. Wait a second, don't look at my password. And look, I'm going down to the bottom here, and I can add a new repository, geo banner, save it. Okay, now it should show up here, import it, and select that one. Project name geo banner redirect, yes, deploy. All right, this is just going to take a little bit of time, but here's what I'm going to do. Uh-oh. Oh, I know what it is. Just a sec, but I have to, I can't show you this, but I have to add an environment variable. I forgot that. It's the same one I had locally, but I forgot to add it. Okay. Now I'm going to deploy again. All right, so this is working for the US. I'm not going to show you all my coupon codes and everything, but I do just have to add them to this map. I'm going to generate them some other way. That's not important to this project, to what you seeing how this project is going. I've actually got some code that does it, and I'm going to have to manually add the codes to Podia so that they work. And I want them to be, here's the thing. My existing system at purelyfunctional.tv, when you try a code, it looks up the IP address from the request that you are currently trying it from. And it will tell you, hey, this code is only good for Zimbabwe, and you're not in Zimbabwe. And so there's a little bit of security there. You could always proxy through another country or something, and that's fine. I don't mind if you do that. It's not gonna, it's not, it's unethical or whatever, but I'm not gonna be able to stop you from doing that. That's just how the internet works. But with these, I am not going to be able to tell Podia, hey, this coupon only works in Zimbabwe. So I'm going to actually generate random keys for it, random coupon codes that are like numbers and letters instead of something nice like hello US, right? And so then you could guess that Zimbabwe, you just know that Zimbabwe is like ZB, so it'll be hello ZB. And I want to make it a little harder to guess. You could still guess. You could still ask your friend in Zimbabwe to pass you the code, and that should still work. But, you know, oh well. All right, so here's the thing. I've got it deployed. I can go here now. geobanner.vercel.app, right? And look, it works. This is all hosted right now. But what I want to do is go and test it on my local machine, that if I change this here and add geobanner, instead of the local version, I'm getting it from there, that will still work. So now when I go here, yes, it should work. Okay. Again, this is all very hacked together. Now that it's working, now that it's all, you know, it appears to work just fine, I want to make it a little bit more robust. Why not, while we're at it? I'm going to make this into a function, a self-calling anonymous function, whatever you call that, immediately invoked anonymous function. Just to wrap it up, because look, I'm using M. You don't want that in the global space. Just make a little scope for that to run in. That should still work, yes. And then I should be able to go here and do the same thing. Function. And wrap this up here. Immediately invoked. I could do that here with the console log. Whoa, sorry, that was a mistake. Mistyped it. And that's just good hygiene, good practice. You don't want to mix scopes and stuff or do everything in the global scope. All right, let's commit that and push it. Use self, no, immediately invoked. I don't know what these are called. Anonymous. Git push, okay. And that should automatically deploy it. I mean, there's a bunch of little things I would like to be able to do. I don't know if they're super important at the moment. But they might be fun to work on. Okay, so I don't even know if they'll work really, because I'm not that sure how the stuff works at runtime in Next. Like if I made a resources directory here, let's see, resources. No, I don't want it here, but I'll just move it. Let's put it up here, resources. Come on, I don't know where that's gonna go. I don't want it in there, I want it. Come on now. Why can't I just put it at the top level? Okay, fine. I'll start again. I don't want it inside there. I know I've done this before. Oh, I'll just select that one. Did that work? Yes. Resources. Oops, misspelled it. rename. Resources. Okay. Now in there, I'm going to put the banner.js. And I'm going to put this whole thing in there. Like this. What happened? Did I miss something, or did I actually have a mistake in my code? See, that's why I want to do this, so I can actually edit this code with a real editor and not inside of a string. Oh, right, because before I was in a string, I could have this in there. All right, that makes sense. So that's why the parser's not happy with it. That's fine, because what I want to do is use something like mustache. Is that still a thing? Mustache templates? What is the most normal templates? JavaScript templates. Ooh, I like that. 0 dependencies. 1 kilobyte. Ooh, that's kind of big. What does it look like? Oh, I see you put percents. npm templates. I think I'm just going to use mustache. I understand it. Let's do it over here. Is it just npm install mustache? Oops, npm. Okay. Is it just import mustache? What do you have? Command line tools. Oh, come on. What's the function you call on it? Ah, mustache.render. So is it just, let's go over here. Import mustache from mustache. Does that work? Render template, and then you give it some data, right? So look, I'm gonna just put that there, and this will be need a little room here. It'll be mustache. Oh no, I'll need to read it in, so I'll probably need more lines here. Okay, so we'll do read in the banner. Const banner.js equals fs dot. Should I read file sync? Seems like I shouldn't be reading sync. It should be async. So I'll just make this an async function, and I'll just await. Read file resources slash banner.js. That should work, right? And then I'm going to want to call the template on it. Return mustache.render banner.js. And it's going to have a bunch of stuff there. Let's just start with that. That should work, I think. I should be able to hit that with curl. Curl localhost geoban internal server error. Nice. ISO is not defined. ISO in here? Yes, I do. All right. So now I need to put that in here, I think. So it's going to have ISO. It's going to have coupon. Oh, well, coupon code. It's going to have country name. Excuse me, I can't see. And then cache time. Now will it work? Oops. Here. Oh, another internal server error. Console.log. I just want to make sure this is even getting the file. Goodness. So it doesn't look like it is, actually. It does not look like it is reading the file. I don't know why it's saying ISO is not defined. Banner.js 69. Oh. Comment this out. Come on now. Come on now. That's why it's not working. This tab. Internal server error. Invalid argument type. Before header. Callback must be a function. What's the callback on line 30? No. Sorry. Line 96. There's no line 96. So I think it's getting, it's broken here. I'm gonna try it one more time. Ah, told you this one would be boring. Oh, okay. Matthew is asking why all the JavaScript in strings. Oh, well, you have to watch the first 3 parts really to understand. But that JavaScript is served to, like this endpoint, this API endpoint is serving JavaScript. And so this has to be sent over to the client. Right, so if you look here on the index, notice it's adding a script tag. This JavaScript is adding a script tag to the page, and so that script tag is this URL here. That's what's going on. So now I'm trying to move it from a string that's hard coded in my file to a file that I read in, right? So that's what this file is. I just copy pasted it in here. Okay, so I don't know. I think that this is, it wants a callback instead of returning a promise, which sucks. No problem. I'm just gonna do it that way. I don't mind. Such is the way of the JavaScript. Oh no, I hate this. All right, look, I'm gonna make a little thing. So it's gonna be called P me, promise me. return new promise. It's going to make a callback. Oh, hold on. I gotta think about this for a second. I'm using bars. Let's use a let resolve. Okay, new const promise equals new promise. It's going to take a function that takes res and reject. And this one is just going to resolve equals res. I'm not going to do a reject. I don't know why I should. That's gonna, then I can, oh no. See, turning a promise into a callback into a promise thing is actually hard. Can I do, is there async? No, read file, sync, read file, async. I'm not happy, I'm not happy. I don't want to read file sync. It's gonna slow down my server. Gosh, I'm just gonna do it. How many requests can I possibly get? How many requests can I possibly get? Right? Const banner JS equals. What? What happened here? Killed my server somehow. Oh, it needs to be a string. I don't know why it reads it as binary, but it looks like it did. Let me see something. Okay, now it works. So I'm just going to call .toString at the end here. .toString. And so now I can do this. Yeah, handlebars, mustache, print. And I could change it later. Oh, look, I got it. I got it back. Yay. So I'm reading the file. And now I want to render the stuff. Now I actually want to do 2 stages. I didn't say this before, but I want to do 2 stages. See, this is the message that is going to get put in the banner in this string. I actually want that to be in a separate file. So I'm going to put that, make a new file here called message.html, because see, notice it's an HTML file. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this is look how many times I've had to escape everything. You know, I'm like using double quotes and then I'm using single quotes in here. Like, it's kind of crazy. All right. So this is my HTML. And so I get to put mustache in here. And I think with mustache, you do like double things like this. Double curlies. Double curly. Okay, now I get to edit this with a nice HTML editor. Thank you for visiting. Yes. Okay. And I could even make this shorter, but for right now, I'm going to leave it. So now I have to do something like escape it. But for now, I'm just going to do this message. I don't know if that'll work, but no, it probably won't work, actually. And then the time, I'm going to have to calculate it outside. So time. Don't want to lose that. Do I have any more dollar signs in here? No. Any dollar signs in here? No. Okay. Done. Save this. All right. So I need to read in the message too. So this is message HTML resources message.html, and then the const message equals mustache.render message HTML, and I'm going to put the same stuff in there. Boom. Okay, now I can put the message here. And I also need the time. So where do I get the time from? Time, const time equals time is one of these things here. This one. Okay, I don't even want the cache time in there. I just want it here. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna hit this with curl. Okay, so my time is right in there. The HTML all got turned into entities, which is bad because I want it to be the actual HTML string. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure this one out again. So look, this is what I'm gonna do to make that easier. Go back to here so I can see it. Look, you see what's happening is, oh, wait a second. I need to clear out my local storage. Application, GeoBanner, delete. Did it put the banner in there? Doesn't look like it did. So it downloaded the GeoBanner, but it broke somehow. There's no error message. Oh, invalid token, right. So if I put, here's my message. If I make message equal something like hello, it's gonna work. See, there it is. But if I'm using this message up here, it's not gonna work because I need to non-escape my HTML. So now I need to learn about mustache. Escape. All variables are HTML escape by default. If you want to render unescaped HTML, use the triple mustache. Well, there, that was easy. I thought I was gonna have to read many, many pages. Where's the message here? Okay, gotta clear the thing. Yeah. Application. Delete. Okay, got another error. Right, so now it's a single line string. We gotta fix that. How can you escape that? Right, I guess I could use backticks. Will that work in regular JavaScript in the browser? There, it worked now. Well, it worked in Chrome. I'm not sure how widely supported backticks are now in the browser. I gotta find another solution for that. But I want to have the HTML there in this thing. Anyway, it all looks like it's working now. So like I should be able to, oh no, div toolbar is not defined. How is div toolbar not defined? Oh, it's not global. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I mean, I hate doing this kind of thing, but got to be done. I'm gonna do it like this. You see how my HTML, this is just like moving stuff around right now. My HTML has this in here. So I'm gonna do geo banner. I'm just trying to make some unique, globally unique name like underscore underscore geo banner hide that I can call like that. And I'm gonna put this here. Window.geo underscore underscore geo banner hide equals function like this. What's it gonna do? It's going to do that. Now this will work, should. Let's delete this and then rerun it. If I hit X, yes. And now my geo banner should have the hide equals true in it. So when I reload it, it doesn't work. Okay. Alrighty, folks. That is quite a lot going on over here. I'm a little worried that this JavaScript file won't, because of this mustache thing, it won't really format correctly. And so it tells me that there's a syntax error when this is what I want it to look like. That's unfortunate. I don't know what else to do. I have two things in here, the time and the message. So one thing I could do is surround this by backticks and then do parse it as an integer. So now it's in a string, so it should work. Let's try it. Yeah, it's still, well, wait, I have to delete this. Delete, reload. Now I have the time. Yep. Okay. It's not perfect, but you know, it works. My message is pretty clean. I could like trim this down to be, you know, get rid of white space and stuff like that, like replace every new line with a space. That would help compress it a little, but I think it's fine the way it is. Yeah. So far so good. I'm gonna delete this. Don't need it anymore, this big string. It's running off of the disk, which means I'm getting a performance penalty, let's call it. Every time I hit that API endpoint, it has to read from disk 2 different files, and it's doing it in a synchronous manner. I could redo it to be asynchronous. I could do that later. It's getting late. It's almost lunchtime. Gonna add all this stuff. Add templates. Push it. I'm gonna test it when it's deployed, just to make sure. Another thing I should probably do is, oh man, I really want to make this script a lot shorter. I for sure want to do that, but I also want to make it so that the GeoBanner key also has the slash or the account ID and the other ID. I might not want the account ID in there. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. The thing about having the account ID is it helps easily segment stuff. You don't have to look up the, what's it called? You don't have to look this up first and like figure out, do they have permission and stuff. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. This is definitely a work in progress. I don't know if it's deployed yet, but I should be able to go here, application, local storage on GeoBanner. Uh-oh. Is it working? $500 error. You know, I thought it might do something like that. Where's my Vercel window? Gotta look at its view function logs. Okay, let me reload. Should give me a function log. Y'all can't see that. Let me bring it over here. No such file, resources slash message. That's what I was afraid of. I did all that work and it can't even open the file under resources at runtime. I'd like to do it at build time. I wouldn't mind that, or I wouldn't mind having it somewhere else. Okay, I was afraid of that. It's not a problem. I can do it some other way, but not right now. Y'all, thank you for watching. This has been part 4. So in 4 hours, I've got a pretty interesting service almost working. Not bad. Pretty easy to work with. Right now, I'm dealing with the fact that you don't have access to the resources folder in the API. And I remember something about Vercel not having access. Sorry, Next on Vercel does not let you add files to the API endpoints. I remember something about that, which means that this is going to have to come from somewhere else, these files. You know, you can put them on S3 or whatever. I don't want to do that. I just want to have them be, you know, either read in at build time, which I don't know how to do for an API endpoint, or they could be stored in a file somewhere that is loaded as an import. Okay, and because this is my understanding, is Vercel does a little tree shaking. It says, oh, you're only importing these files here at the top. We're only going to package those, and of course their dependencies. It's a big JavaScript blob. We'll throw it onto AWS Lambda and it'll work. And then when you go to read the file, it's like, oh, well, we didn't package up the resources directory. How could we have known? So that's what's going on there. But it's not going to be a problem. I'm just going to move this into its own file and import it. So it'll still be in a file, but it will be, again, in a string that I can get from the file. That way it's out of here, and one day, I might move it into a database or something like that. It'll still be a string, it'll still be templated, it'll still be convenient for me to work with. It just won't be the same. That's fine. I think that's a decent trade-off to make for the convenience of using these serverless functions. Okay, another thing I want to work on is making this smaller. There's got to be a way to make this a little bit more copy-pastable. I was thinking something like 5 lines, but it looks like it's already it's like 40 lines right now. So I'll have to compress this somehow. Shouldn't be too bad. I could even like run it through a minifier. That might help, because you know, right now it's kind of hairy. It's doing a lot of stuff. Like this whole styling the toolbar here, maybe that's not the right place to do it, right? Do we even need a width on there? Okay, anyway, I'm just looking at this. Like I said, it's only got to work for mine right now. This is an MVP just to get my thing working. If I have the time and inclination, I could turn it into a service later. Right now, I'm just going to keep it for myself. All right, thank you so much for watching, for your attention. This was a pleasure, especially Matthew. Thank you for the questions, and I'll see y'all later.